Hi, I'm Toni, and this is your daily tarot reading. We are going to begin by looking at the Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle. So hello, hello, hello. Welcome to all of you who are returning. If you were a returning viewer, or even better, a returning subscriber, I love y'all. Hello, hello, hello. And to all of you who are brand new here, welcome. I am Toni. So let's see what messages we have for you today, beginning with the Oracle cards. We have Lightning, card number 30. We have, I'll show them to you all when they come. Once I have them all on the table, we'll look at them together. We have the Circle, and we have one more. Come on. Just going slow today. No rush, no rush. There it goes. The Spiral. Interesting. You have a Circle and a Spiral, and Lightning, card number 30, card number 50, and 8. Lightning, the Circle, and the Spiral. I actually kind of want to, I was going to just look at the Circle, but I do want to look at both the Circle and the Spiral because I have a couple different thoughts on what those are. But let me go ahead and just jump straight into the Spiral because I think that is where we should definitely begin. Card number 50, the Spiral. It says, let's see, which part do we want to use? The Spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending it far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of the psyche and its energy is released to give birth to a new reality. So this is really the Spiral, the thoughts. Okay, so you know, when we think of healing, very often when people think of healing, that it is kind of a linear thing. That you begin a healing journey kind of at a low point, and then it just kind of goes up. And then other people, when they describe healing journeys, like, you know, you have peaks and valleys, up and down, roller coasters even, you know. Some days you go up, some days you go down. And for most people, I would say that's what this is. But for me, the way I describe healing is a spiral. And when you think of a spiral is not flat going in a circle like this. A spiral actually makes a circle and it goes up, and then when it comes back down, it dips down. Now, when it goes up and it comes back down, it doesn't go all the way back down. It comes up just a little bit low. It ends just before the lowest point it was before. So it never goes as low. And so that's kind of the thing about healing. You go up, but then you come back down, but you never go back down as low. But then when you go back up, the cool thing about a spiral is now you're going higher than you were before. And then you come back down low, but not as low as before. And so you're going to keep going up and down, but each time a little higher and a little lower. So that's what a spiral is when it comes to healing. And so it says the spiral is the guide for entering into deep consciousness and to understanding the unknown about yourself, and then taking that and extending it out. So it's about learning about yourself. It's about going into the deep depths of yourself and really understanding yourself. To renew yourself, you must shed your old skin, right? And so that's what this is. This is the opportunity to renew yourself, to shed your old skin. It says you have already done this, so do not keep scraping away the old, but welcome the soft new skin that is starting to grow. And so the next card we have is Lightning. You know, and lightning is something that comes in quickly. It strikes. Lightning can start a spark, start a fire even, you know, a blaze, get something going quickly. Lightning can also burn things down, destroy things that no longer serve us, and make room for new growth. You know, a lot of times lightning comes in and it starts a fire in the forest, but what it ends up doing is it burns out all the underbrush so that now the trees can actually get some light all the way into the ground and get some nutrition into the roots. And so this feels like there's with the lightning and the spiral, it feels like for some of you, and this has definitely been a journey I've seen kind of coming over the last few weeks. There's been this moment, this lead up. It feels like you've been doing some kind of deep dive, looking at yourself, looking at relationships, looking at your blocks, your fears, and how they're impacting your relationships. I think this moment of healing, it feels like you've kind of been on this healing journey, is about to come full circle. And you're about to get kind of what we call a lightning strike, a opportunity to really have some truth revealed, some opportunity to clean out the underbrush, the opportunity to start, you know, to have kind of the spark hit you where, you know, it lights you up, or it sets that blaze of excitement, of new opportunity to heal, to grow. And so I want to look real fast at the circle as well, because I definitely am hearing that we need to kind of glance at that. And so it says the circle: unification, interconnectedness, and the sense of a continuum is what this card implies. The circle reminds us that we are all the one. We are all one. Dancers in a unified, continuous, inclusive circle. This card reminds us of the cycles of life, and that's kind of what the spiral is. The spiral also kind of shows us the cycles of life and the evolving self, the ever-changing and always connected human spirit, nature, the cosmos, and are all intrinsically connected. So that's kind of what this is. This is kind of like, as we heal ourselves, and that's exactly what this is. As we are on the spiral, the healing journey to dive deep into ourselves and come back up and share it, that energy is going to impact everyone. Your healing doesn't just impact you, it connects. You are connected. We are all connected. The humans, the nature, the spirit world, we're all connected, you know? And so what the healing that you do on behalf of yourself, you know, as within, so without, as above, so below. As you heal yourself, you heal above, you heal without, within, without, right? You're healing all of us. So on behalf of all of us, thank you for doing the work you're doing. But I think that lightning is really about to strike. There is about to be a new, renewed opportunity to heal, to understand the healing journey that you're on, or even a spark and inspiration that comes through the spiral journey of healing that connects you to others. It shows you, perhaps, I do believe there's some kind of inspired understanding that's coming through, that's going to show you the connection that your healing is really bringing to you, and how your healing is impacting everyone else. All right, so y'all, let's look at my favorite tarot deck. This is my all-time #1 favorite tarot deck. There is no better. This is the Golden Girls Tarot. Yes, the Golden Girls, because your girl here, she's a little bit ancient, if y'all don't know. I'm kind of old. I'm in my late 40s now. And, okay, I'm not old. I know I got a long time to go, but I'm older. And I've been around for a minute, and I grew up watching the Golden Girls. And these are, I could watch them all day, every day. They're my absolute favorite. So let's see what Sophia and Dorothy and Rose and Blanche have to say today. So let's begin in the... I hate that y'all can't see my table. The cards literally went... boom, it went flying across the table. But what I think is interesting is some are laying face up, and I think we're going to take those as our cards. I think we're just going to stop shuffling right there, and we're going to make this little set right here, the deck that we read from. So let's begin. We're going to begin with the past. So we begin with the King of Pentacles is in reverse. 7 of Cups. I get that for sure. And the 3 of Wands. Moving into the present, we have the 9 of Pentacles. There it is. There it is. In reverse. Here we have the timing and the 7 of Pentacles. You know what? That actually checks with yesterday's reading. And the 10 of Cups, absolutely. And then moving into the future, we have the 4 of Wands. How beautiful is that? We have the 8 of Pentacles, love it for you. And we have the Empress. I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to go ahead and pull 2 more cards, I heard. We have, I love that, the 5 of Pentacles is in reverse. And we've got the 4 of Swords. There it is. There it is. All right. And then underneath to support you, we have the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. The, there she is, the Emperor. I actually totally knew the Emperor was going to show up. I don't know how I knew it, but I did. There is the 5 of Cups, and that was the other one I was guessing in my mind was going to show up for this reading. 2 of Cups, perfect. The the Knight of Wands, that 2 of Cups, okay. The, what do we got there? Oh yeah, the 4 of Cups, and we end with Temperance, Sagittarius at the very end. All right. There's a lot to go over here, so let's just go ahead and talk about it. The healing is on the table, and when we definitely are ending with healing. I love that. We end with healing. Like I said, I do think there is a new opportunity for you to kind of dive deep into some healing. So let's look at the past and what's led up to this. The King of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and, I'm sorry, the 7 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. And so you know, I do think the plans that you had made in the past, the direction that you have gone in the past, let me just say this, where you are now, how you got to where you are is what I'm trying to say. I don't mean this to be some kind of like complicated thing. I mean, the direction you took that got you to where you are here now, okay? That you arrived so wonderfully in happenstance, by chance, and by fate, and by choice here, okay? So here we are at the King of Pentacles, and so this is telling me the choices you made, maybe you're kind of being a little self-reflective right now. I think that in the past, the choices that you made, you weren't really sure what you wanted. It just feels like, it almost feels like the choices you were making in the past were coming from a place of a checklist. Yes, I said that right. A checklist. Y'all, my mind gets going so fast. I am constantly having to catch my mouth. I'm like, what did I mean to say? Checklist. It's almost like you were, okay, so at 18, check, graduated college, or high school. 22, check, graduate college. 25, check, got engaged. 27, check, got married. 30, check, first baby. Or 28, 29, check, bought first house. I'm just like, okay, that's the Gen X. That shows you my age. That's the Gen X timeline. I know that you millennials and Gen Z, and gosh, no, Gen Alpha will be too, have a very different timeline than that. But I'm just saying, it's like you had a checklist in your mind. This is the age, this is the order that we do this, and this is what you're supposed to do. Or it's kind of like, well, I'm supposed to date people, and then when I start dating somebody, I'm supposed to take that person seriously, and then eventually a year or two from now, we're supposed to get engaged, and then we're supposed to get married, and then we're supposed to buy a house, and we're supposed to have children, and right? Like there's a checklist. Not it's almost like you've been living kind of on a timeline that you or someone else has convinced you is the timeline you're supposed to be on. Okay, and to be honest with you, looking at it, I'm not sure that it was the timeline that was in the best and highest good for you. Like I said, it just feels like you were kind of running on an autopilot in some ways with your life, kind of like, okay, well, this is the next step, and this is the next step, and that might have worked for a little while, but now we've arrived here, and here we have the Nine of Pentacles sitting right next to the Seven of Pentacles. And you see Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. So you're not getting what you want. But the opportunity you have is to plant new seeds. There is a new opportunity to get it right. There is a new opportunity for you to get it right. So let me say something. I'm not sure if you saw yesterday's reading, which was no April Fools, even though it was on April Fools. I just realized I should probably go back and change the title. I don't remember what the title is I have, but I should definitely change the title to This Is Not an April Fool's Joke. But the reading basically was saying that we are welcome to the Mercury retrograde. It just began yesterday if you're watching this when I posted in live time on April 2024. And we're in the beginning of the Mercury retrograde, and this is going to be a big one. There is no doubt. This one is just between, it's starting right in the middle of two eclipses, one very big one coming on April 8th, a week from now. And we just had one back in the end of March with a full moon in Libra, and now we're going into that new moon in Aries for that next eclipse. And this energy has just been a lot. There's been a lot going on. And so with the Mercury retrograde, the eclipses, it's just an Aries season in general. It's just a lot, right? And so if you watched yesterday's video, you heard me say, but hey, that's okay. Because this is giving you the chance to fix a few things, to really, really figure it out and like correct the situation, okay? That's what's coming, okay? That's where you're at right now. Like I said, yesterday the timing was like 10 years. Like the choices, the lessons that you're learning, the mess that you're unraveling at this point is going to completely play out over the next 10 years, good, bad, or otherwise. The choices you make now are really going to impact you going forward. And also, I also said yesterday that the choices you made 10 years ago are, you're having the opportunity to almost get a second chance. Where did you make mistakes? You're going to get a chance to clean those up now, okay? Well, that's where we're at right now. The Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. This is about the next 7 years. So like I said, in the next 7 to 10 years, you're really getting the chance. And I know you're like, well, time's going to pass no matter what. Right. But you're getting the opportunity to finally get what you want. You're getting the chance to plant, to realize what did not work. What wasn't working? What have I done up to this point that hasn't worked for me? And this is your do-over. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. So understand that it may feel uncomfortable right now. Okay, it may feel very uncomfortable to have to sit and sit in that uncomfortableness and look at the times that you, I don't want to say made mistakes, but maybe it was mistakes you made, but opportunities that you passed, chances that you gave up on yourself too soon, opportunities when your self-saboteur kept you from taking a risk, okay? Or, you know, or pushing yourself further, or breaking through that glass ceiling and trying something new for yourself, okay? When have you stopped yourself? And this is the opportunity for you to look at that and kind of sit with those feelings. And how did that make you feel? And kind of learn. I don't just mean kind of learn. Actually learn from this. So this is just a really great moment in time. Okay. We are really at the beginning of what I'm feeling like a fundamental shift for you going forward, where you are just finally, I feel like for some of you, there are mistakes or choices you made 7 to 10 years ago. Actually, I'm hearing definitely 7 to 10 years. There were lessons that weren't learned 10 years ago. Okay, the lesson just got missed. Like, you just kind of shut yourself down to it. You either ran from it, you hid from it, you ignored it, you just completely blocked yourself off from it. Whatever the lesson was that you missed 7 or 10 years ago, I feel like it's coming back around. This time you get it. You finally get the opportunity to heal and learn from that lesson, okay? Because look what we have going forward. We have 4 of Wands, love, 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 8 of Pentacles, wonderful, the Empress, Taurus and Libra showing up. How much do we love it when the 5 of Pentacles shows up in reverse, just like yesterday? And we end with that gorgeous healing 4 swords. So, I mean, we begin with the 4 of Wands, we end with the 4 swords. So, you know, there is healing. It could be for some of you, there is actually a long-term partnership coming in, maybe even marriage, or the healing of a long-term relationship or partnership or marriage that could be coming in. It could even be a new opportunity to create some wealth with your partner or your family, or long-term generational wealth. But regardless, Empress is sitting right here in the middle, okay? So this is telling me the opportunity for you to create, to be creative. And by creative, I don't just mean like, you know, painting pictures and decorating houses. I mean, create. Create your future. Create your wealth. Create your success. Create your prosperity, your abundance, your future you. This is your opportunity to create. Who do you want to be? Okay, and that energy is coming in because you are finally taking the time to heal. You're finally taking the time to bring yourself in from those places where you have kind of avoided healing and avoided doing the work and looking at those uncomfortable feelings. And now you're ready to heal, to be supported, to support others, and to really do the work. And it's going to pay off, because let's look at what is supporting you, and then we will wrap this up. We have a Queen of Pentacles, Emperor in reverse. Okay, so let's just stop there. You know, this is that energy of, you know, you really haven't wanted to look at your success and financial blocks and fears, okay? Wealth blocks, abundance blocks. There has just been this, I am not willing or ready or able to, but that energy is shifting, okay? 5 of Cups. We are finally ready to look at our past self and give ourselves a little love. Really start to understand how we are holding ourselves back. And what's interesting is I think that this is going to play out for some of you in a much more interesting way than others, but this is definitely the healing of relationships. And for some of you, this is really bringing in relationships that felt like maybe in the past all it was is we just had a physical attraction. You're finally getting a opportunity to connect to each other in heart to heart space, because you're healing. You're really connecting to people on a deeper level, letting go of that resistance that you've had, letting go of those walls that you've had, slowing down, being willing to understand, being willing to communicate with others and have your needs met and share in the needs of others. With Temperance being right here at the very end in reverse, This is, to me, that's Archangel Michael, Sagittarius showing up. And this is the energy of understanding the path of least resistance, okay? And so I think that what's coming in is you're really looking at that Queen of Pentacles reverse, Emperor in reverse, looking at the past, the Five of Cups in reverse, and saying, wow, I did have fear, I did have worry, I did have doubt, but look, I'm ready to let go of that resistance, to stop fighting it. I'm ready to stop fighting it. I'm ready to find a healthier, healed version of myself so that I can have a healthier, healed relationships with people and money and experiences and things, you know? And this is about learning to find the path of least resistance for yourself. That's where you're on. You're really starting to embrace the path of least resistance. You're really starting to embrace healing the creative aspects of yourself, the parts of you that creates health, the parts of you that creates healthy relationships, parts of you that creates wealth and abundance and prosperity, parts of you that creates love and joy and success and adventure, all of that. It's time to heal. You're ready to do the work. You're ready to support and be seen and be supported. But more than anything, this is the energy of shifting that mindset that has been blocking you from fully realizing your true potential, okay? I feel like if you can just lean in to the uncomfortable, lean in to just those feelings of almost wanting to run away because this just does feel so uncomfortable and tight and I don't want to think about it. And I don't like the way this feels. Lean into that. Lean into it hard. Allow yourself to get comfortable with the uncomfortable for just a little while until you can heal it and release it. All right? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to look at don't be afraid to look at those monsters on the bed. They're not near as scary as you think they are, okay? All right, I'm so glad that you are still here with me. And if you are, please leave me some comments. I just feel like I'm up here talking to myself sometimes, y'all. Come talk to me. Tell me what you're thinking. What's going on? What's up with you? Tell me what's happening. I want to know what's going on in your world. And if you could, just share this with somebody who might get some help from it, or even just give me a like or a subscribe. I'd appreciate that so much. And until I see you next time, love you so much. Bye.